Is Victor Wembanyama about to get the perfect running mate he's been waiting for? After that incredible 21.2 points per game breakout season from Trey Murphy III before his unfortunate shoulder injury ended his campaign early, the basketball world is buzzing about one name: Trey Murphy III to San Antonio. But here's what no one is talking about yet. Jake Fisher just dropped a bombshell report revealing that the Spurs have officially registered trade interest in the 6'8 Pelicans. Sharpshooter, with Murphy's elite 38.3% career three-point shooting and that team-friendly $25 million contract, this could be the move that transforms San Antonio from rebuilding hopefuls into legitimate championship contenders. I'm about to break down why this trade makes perfect sense and reveal the shocking package that might actually get it done. Welcome to Spurs Quick News, where we break down the black and silver with passion and precision. Hope y'all are feeling that championship energy because we're diving deep into what could be the most important trade rumor of our rebuild. Can you imagine Murphy's deadly three-point shooting alongside Wembanyama's paint dominance and De'Aaron Fox's playmaking drop? Your takes in the comments. I want to hear if you think this is the missing piece we need. Trust me, what I reveal about the potential trade package might completely change how you see our path to contention. Let's talk reality check first. Trey Murphy III just put together a career season before that shoulder injury. He was averaging 21.2 points per game and even dropped 40+ points in back-to-back games before the injury derailed what should have been an all-star caliber campaign. This isn't some role player we're talking about. This is a legitimate two-way star in his prime at just 25 years old. But here's where it gets interesting for Spurs fans. Fisher's report specifically mentions that both Golden State and San Antonio have inquired about Murphy. The Warriors are desperate for shooting around Curry, but guess what? New Orleans has been turning down every offer that comes their way. Why? Because Murphy is on an absolute steal of a contract at just $25 million this season. Now, let me ask you this. Who do you think has better trade assets right now, Golden State or San Antonio? Think about it for a second before you answer. Remember to smash that subscribe button if you're locked in for every Spurs update. Here's what makes this so perfect for our roster construction. We've got Wembanyama dominating the paint, Fox creating plays, but we're still missing that elite perimeter weapon who can space the floor consistently. The Spurs ranked 20th in three-point percentage this past season. That has to improve if we want to maximize Wemby's potential. Murphy brings exactly what we need. 38.3% career shooting from deep, plus he's 6'8" with legitimate defensive ability. Imagine defenses having to account for Murphy spotting up from three while Wembanyama operates in the post. That's championship level spacing right there. But here's the million-dollar question. What would it actually take to pry Murphy away? From New Orleans, the report suggests the Pelicans are being extremely picky, and rightfully so. They're dealing with all that Zion Williamson uncertainty, plus they just lost DeJounte Murray in that trade to Chicago that brought Fox to our Spurs. With Murphy coming back from shoulder surgery and being their most reliable scorer when healthy, they're not giving him up for peanuts. What do you think we should offer? Drop your trade packages in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss breaking Spurs news. Here's where it gets really interesting. One proposal floating around suggests Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, and 2 first-round picks. Now, before you start screaming in the comments, hear me out. This actually makes sense for both sides. New Orleans gets 2 young, proven players who can contribute immediately, plus future draft capital to continue their rebuild around whoever stays healthy. Meanwhile, San Antonio clears roster spots while adding a player who's a perfect fit alongside our core trio of Wembanyama, Fox, and Stephon Castle. Think about this starting lineup. Fox, Castle, Murphy, Jeremy Sochan, and Wembanyama. That's elite. Playmaking, improved shooting, defensive versatility, and Wemby anchoring everything. That's a lineup that can compete with anyone in the Western Conference. But there's one more angle nobody's discussing: Murphy's recovery timeline from shoulder surgery. He underwent successful shoulder surgery in March 2025, and the typical recovery is around 6 months. This means he should be ready for the upcoming season, but it also creates a potential opportunity for teams like ours who are building something special. Let me know in the comments, is this the move that puts us over the top? The timing couldn't be more perfect either. With Dylan Harper joining the fold as our second overall pick, we'd have incredible depth and versatility in the backcourt under head coach Mitch Johnson's system. Murphy would slide right into that starting small forward spot and give us the shooting we desperately need to complement our young core. Here's what excites me most. Murphy isn't just a shooter, he's got legitimate athleticism and defensive ability. At 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan and a 38-inch vertical, he brings the exact type of two-way impact that championship teams require. The Pelicans are in a tough spot with their franchise timeline, and sometimes that creates opportunities for teams like ours who are building something special. Murphy's contract situation makes him incredibly valuable, but it also might force New Orleans to consider offers they wouldn't normally entertain. If you got value from this breakdown, hit that like button and share this with another Spurs fan who needs to hear about this potential game changer. The Trey Murphy III situation is developing fast. And with training camp approaching, don't be surprised if we hear concrete movement on this front very soon. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat during what could be the most important offseason in our rebuild. Until next time, stay silver and black, stay sharp. Peace. Peace.